What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we are going to be doing our top 100 list in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So this is going to be our third one of these for the year, and this is the December update. So if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. You upload more MyTEAM content than anywhere else. Also, a huge shout out for 222,000 subscribers. As of right now, lads, we are 222k subscribers. Yeah, I think I said that right. As of right now, we are so close to hitting another major goal, lads. We are so close, and if we can hit that tonight, that would be absolutely incredible. So, lads, obviously, hitting 222,000 subscribers is absolutely massive. It is absolutely massive. Really appreciate that. But we are almost at 222,222. We are like 30 subscribers off that. So if we get hit that by the end of the night, that'd be absolutely insane. So if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. But anyway, we have already been talking for a minute now. Let's get on to it because this is going to be a long one. At 100, we got Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki can shoot. If you can get his release down, Dirk's pretty good. But I can't. Can't play defense at all. 67 block. He's not particularly fast. But he's a half-range extender. Big man. He's got gold intimidator. Got good height. So if you can find a way to make his jumper work, I mean, he's still got a half-range big man. So you got to put him somewhere in this 100 list. Then we got another guy where if you can find a way to make him work, Ben Simmons at number 99. I'm just going to say this right now that Ben Simmons, in my opinion, is not good. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's because you don't know how to use Ben Simmons. Like, no, if I'm playing against a bum, I can still drop 60, 70 points running to the basket Ben Simmons. The problem is that it's not if I know how to use him. I do know how to use this card. But the problem is I also know how to guard this card. It's not when people are saying, oh, it's you just don't know how to use the card. That is almost never the case because that's normally a phrase people say when a card has some glaring weaknesses. The problem is that if your opponent knows how to guard the card, then it's a problem. For example, all your opponent has to do is put their center on Ben Simmons and paint it, and it's GG's. It's GG's. You're going back to day one, and you're going to struggle big time to do anything. So that's why Ben Simmons is there. Fantastic at everything else, just so bad, just such a bad shooter. I can't even hit a mid-range or a free throw. So for that reason, he's in here at number 99. Maybe if you can get some, if you want to play him in TTO next gen to get contacts, but that's about it. At number 98, we got Luka Doncic, Pink Diamond. He's all right. Like, he can't get clamps. He's all right offensively on next gen. That is, current gen he's horrendous, but next gen he got some pretty nice sigs. Current gen he can't dribble the ball to save his life. Good enough shooter. Just an all right offensive card on next gen. So he's in here at number 98. At number 97, we got a big man that's nowhere near as bad as people say he is. It's Marcus Camby. He's not good by any means, but like silver clamps, pretty okay midi. He's slow, but he's not unusably slow. He's all right. And I just realized from making his top 100 list that there is a player I forgot. So let's move everybody down a spot and let's put in Patrick Ewing. Let me just put Ewing in here. Ewing might be higher, might be lower, but Ewing is just literally just a better version of Marcus Camby. So I completely forgot about him. But Ewing, really good interior center, nice inside presence, and an overall good card. So next we are on to number 96. And this is a weird one because this guy is not great on current gen, but next gen he's a beast. He is so nice on next gen. Thon Maker. Wherever Thon is. Apologies, for some reason my mouse is not working properly as usual with this computer. Does anyone know what is wrong? I have three different mice. None of them, like, as you guys can see, that my cursor is just not moving here at all. I've it like on the mouse mat, off the mouse mat. 3 different mice. It happens the exact same with all of them. I don't know what is wrong with my PC, but yeah. So 88 offense, 83 defense. He's got the Embiid release, can shoot the ball. He obviously can't handle it, but he's got quick first step as well. Pretty okay speed, to ball acceleration, and he's just a really nice offensive player, and he rebounds better than you would think with that 89 rating. He's actually really good next gen. Not great current gen though. Then we have got a number 95, a guy who's an absolute god on next gen, Nick Anderson. His fades are ridiculous next gen. So he's got a bunch of great gold shooting badges, really nice release, 83 speed, 83 acceleration, 84 lateral quickness. He was on my team in the last 250k qualifiers where I finished in the top 30. 93 3 ball, 70 intangibles, Bronze Clamps, which is a badge that's worth 35k in itself. Fantastic, fantastic card. Then we have got Mike Miller. Mike Miller doesn't have gold range, but he does have half catch and shoot. Bronze Clamps as well, but the difference is Mike Miller is 6'8" and can play at the 2, which is a really, really good thing height-wise. 92 3 ball, 82 speed, 82 acceleration. He's got 82 perimeter defense as well. Also got 86 ball handle, which is good. And he's a Dino clone, so he's got the same release as Dino. He's got the exact same dribble 6 as Dino. He is one of the many Dino clones. And the Dino clones include Connie Hawkins, David West. I don't know. Latrell Sprewell is not a Dino clone. Hal Greer is a Dino clone. Mo Williams is a Dino clone. Obviously, Miller is a Dino clone. And then obviously Dino Raja. All these guys have like literally the exact same SIGs. But Mike Miller, really, really nice card. Really nice card. Then at number 93, we got Pink Diamond Harden. I mean, he's on the list because he can still score. I actually think right now he scores. I've used Maravich and I've used him recently. I feel Harden scores better. So I'm going to put him in slightly ahead, but I mean, he's not good. I mean, if you want to take him off the top 100, I'm perfectly fine with that. He's not a good card at all. And at number 92, we got Steve Francis. So Steve Francis, lads, good card. Like, he can curry. He's got really, really good speed, 91. Got a really good dunk. Pretty good badges. Only bronze showtime, unfortunately, though. It's only silver quick first step, which is a little bit annoying. Bronze clamps, though, is, again, stops him getting ran through. I just think there are a lot. He was the best budget point guard for his time. I think there are a lot better budget point guards that have been out since then. Then we've got John Havlicek. So John Havlicek hot zones everywhere inside the 3-point line. 6'5", an 89 3 ball, 80 speed, 80 acceleration. So he's a little bit undersized. Yeah, his defense is okay. His 3 ball's good, but I don't know, there's just something about him. I've used him a few times. I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't. Compared to some of the other shooters that are a little bit higher, I just don't like it. Hondo. Now we've got Paul Millsap. Trust me, next gen, he's a god. Current gen, I mean, you can't hit from the corners with him. Hot zones mean too much to make him worth anything on current gen. However, next gen, he can handle. He's got quick first step. He's a lockdown defender. And with how little cold zones and hot zones matter, he hits everything next gen. So, a really, really nice card there. Current gen, I would probably avoid him. But stats-wise and stuff, he's great. If 2K just updated his hot zones, this card would have been fantastic. But he does not have good hot zones whatsoever. Then at number 89 is Nikola Jokic. Some people swear by this card, which is why I'm putting him on the list, but I don't like him. His defense isn't great. He does set big screens, though. He shoots from deep. And set shot 18 is a lot better this year than it was last year. I'll be the first to admit that. I've been using it on Markkinen. It's a lot better now. He's like a slightly better version of the Larry Markkinen. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, not much of a defensive player. Obviously, he can play in the post game, doesn't matter. He's okay. Then we have got, at number 88, we have got Carmelo Anthony Diamond. On current gen, can't shoot from the corners. Next gen, I'm not going to lie, I've never used this card on next gen. He was alright when I used him on current gen. His speed's pretty good, his 3 ball's good, but there's just something. I get it, his stats are pretty alright. And you can put clamps on him. I don't know why I didn't like him. It's one of those things with me and Carmelo Anthony. I've never used the Carmelo Anthony in 2K. Like, I didn't like any of the Melos last year. I didn't like either of the Opal Carmelo Anthonys. I'm right in saying there were 2 Opal Melos, aren't I? I didn't even like Pink Diamond Melo in 2K19 that everyone loved. I've not really liked the Carmelo Anthony since probably 2K18. So for that reason, Melo is a little bit lower than a lot of people would think. Then 87, we got not number 87. We got badged up Bingo Smith. Obviously, you have to give this guy range, but you badge him up. He's got a 93 speed comparable to Melo. In my opinion, LeBron base is better than Carmelo Anthony's base, especially on next gen. Got goal quick first step, comes with goal clamps, but you do need to give him range, and he can play at the 2 guard position, which is pretty nice. So again, if you're looking at stats wise and you don't just look at the name, he's very, very comparable to a Carmelo Anthony, but can play a lower position, but is a little bit smaller. But in game, I think I prefer Bingo. And number 86, we got Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka is just a pretty quick big man who can block shots and hit wide open jumpers. That's pretty much what he does. Doesn't do much in the post. Isn't going to really clamp down on any perimeter players, but it's just an all-around solid card, lads. He is definitely a card that I have really enjoyed using in this game, and I think is a great cheap player. And we got Gordon Hayward. He's like a slower, not as much like not as athletic Carmelo Anthony, but for some reason I much prefer him because of his release. I don't know why I say for some reason. Obviously, I much prefer him because he's got base 28. Base 28 is ridiculously good release. One of the best releases in the game. One of the easiest catch and shoot release in the game. He's a sniper. He's a sniper. You can give him you can give him defensive badges. He's a really nice card. A little bit lower because he doesn't come with the defensive badges off rip, but incredible. Absolutely incredibly nice card. Then, this guy is in my top 50 next gen players. Would not be in my top 100 current gen players, so for that reason, he's in here at 84. Hedo Turkoglu. Hedo freaking Turkoglu. Gold range center, go quick first step. He can get basically any defensive badge he wants. Just put 3 of them on him. Give him clamps, give him interceptor, and give him intimidator. And he's a more than competent defender because the dude's 6'10". He's also got decent lateral of 80. He has the fastest dribbling in the game. I don't know what it is on next gen. His dribbling is the fastest in the game. He's also the Pro 6 behind the back on current gen with the Pro 2 tween. Aldridge base is horrendous though. It is horrendous. Alright, next gen, awful current gen. But on next gen, 1 word, 6 letters, lads. He's out here taking leaners. Then at number 83, we got David Robinson. D-Rob is just a solid center. I think his value is horrendous. He is a horrendously bad value card. But like 76 speed, 70 acceleration is pretty nice. Can shoot the 3 a little bit, can play inside, get some decent badges. He's alright, there's just better options ahead for a lot cheaper. Then number 82, we got a player that I despise. Let's go with Arenas. He's like, imagine base 11, Aldridge base are basically the same thing. He's like, imagine if Hedo Turkoglu was 6'3" and not 6'11", or not 6'10". That's basically it. Yeah, he's faster, but his dribbling doesn't feel as nice as Hedo. He's not great, but some people swear by him. Like some people like this card a lot more than most people like Hedo, so I'm gonna put him higher. Then number 81, I saw this guy on Ty's top 10 point guards. I just don't agree. I don't agree he's top 10 point guard in the game. He's just slightly better Magic Johnson. He's literally slightly better Diamond Magic Johnson. Penny Hardaway, 82 3-ball, which is not great. His jumper's horrendous. He can't even get contacts without a coach and shoe, but he can't, obviously with a coach and with a coach and forward generally he can. Speed to ball acceleration is good enough. He doesn't play much defense, can't get clamps, can't get range. He's also, obviously go quick for steps good. Yeah, he can curry slide. His behind the back and crossover are bad. His dunking isn't great. I don't rate this card that highly, but he's a 6'7" point guard who can curry, so I think 81's probably fair for him. Then at 80, we got Rafer Alston. Rafer Alston is a nice card. He really is. Not a great dunker, but he's super quick, can shoot the ball from range, and has the super fast Allen Iverson release and alright 666. And speaking of Allen Iverson, at number 79, we got Allen Iverson himself. He's like, imagine Rafer, but slightly better. That's literally it. Obviously, you need to give him clamps, but imagine a slightly better Rafer Alston who can dunk a little bit better, and on current gen has got better 666. That's basically what you're getting with Allen Iverson. It's very similar, which is why he's 1 spot ahead. And the reason is that Rafer Alston is literally Kyrie 666 with Allen Iverson release. Alston's literally just Kyrie Iverson. Then at number 78, we have got Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Butler, a really solid card. He has got 83 3-ball, 82 speed, 80 acceleration, 90 perimeter defense. He's got 91 lateral quickness, 80 driving dunk. He has got 80 speed with ball, which is nice. He can curry slide. He can get range extender. He's a really solid defender who can curry and get range. So he belongs somewhere on this list. If you want to argue him a little bit lower, that's fine. I think he's actually a really nice card. So for me, I am putting him in here at 82. Or say I'm putting him in here at 78. Sorry. At 77 to 72 are literally just the snipers. So we got Dell. Dell's in there because I don't know why I prefer his 28 to Gordon Hayward's 28, and he can get clamps and everything. He does exactly the same thing in game as what you would be doing with Gordon Hayward. Like, no one's using Gordon Hayward for anything other than shooting the ball. But in my opinion, Dell shoots better. We got Dell. Then we got Clay. Then after Clay, we got Drazen. After Drazen, we got Mullen. Then we got Ray Allen. And then we have got Michael Red. They all do the same thing. You are not all of them just shoot the ball. It is preference. Literally, whoever of those guys... I'm going to say the worst of them all is probably Dell because his stats aren't great, but Dell has the best release. But out of all those guys, whichever one you have the most success with, use. I'm not going to tell you which of them is better. In my personal opinion, I prefer Michael Red, but they're basically all the same card. Then we have got a bit of a change. We got Juwan Howard. Juwan Howard is like, imagine Millsap didn't have cold zones. That's basically what you're getting with Juwan Howard. Like, goal quick first step, goal clamps, he can get range. His stats all around are incredible. The only problem with this card is he's Aldridge base. If he didn't have Aldridge base, I'm telling you, he would be a top tier player in this game. If literally, it's the only downside to him is that he has Aldridge base. The only negative about this card is that he has a really bad jumper. If he had a better release, he'd be so nice. He would be so nice. Then we're on to the next player. And this is a guy I really like. However, there's one major thing missing with this card. And that is the fact that he can only get bronze range. Apologies again for the pauses. I have a bit of a pain in my throat at the minute, so I'm kind of having to take a couple of second pauses every now and again. And I know in the way my editing is, I probably won't pick up the like 1 second pauses, so apologies for that. But Ingram, he's got a really nice tween, which is Pro 2. He has got base 75, which is an absolute elite jump shot. He's got unbelievable dunk. He does everything really well. He does everything really well. And half quick first step, you can give him clamps and stuff. Badged up, Brandon Ingram is an incredible card. And after badged up Brandon Ingram, we have got Jeff Malone. So Jeff Malone is basically Tracy McGrady. He is basically T-Mac with clamps, except he is 6'4". He is mini T-Mac. That's literally it. His SIGs and stuff are really good. The problem is he's a little bit undersized to be playing at the small forward position. For that reason, he's a bit lower, but he's still a really nice card. Then at number 68, we got one of the best defensive cards in the game. Offense just a little bit lacking, and it's Maurice Lucas. His defense is crazy. Just look at these badges. Like, literally, half clamps, half defensive leader, half hard crusher, half intimidator. You can't get much better than this in terms of defensive badges. He's got an 88 lateral quickness. He's got a 75 driving dunk, which is pretty nice. Only problem, I really struggle with his release. He's a Draymond clone, by the way, so all the same SIGs as Draymond. I really struggle with his release on next gen, and the 73 pointer with no hot zones just isn't enough to green on current gen. So for that reason, I put him a little bit lower, but man, if you want to put him higher, if you can find a way to use him, go ahead, man. He's a pretty nice card. Can't lie. Then we are on to number 67, and it's John Starks. You need to get quick first step on this guy. He comes with clamps, comes with range. You gotta give him quick first step. If he gets quick first step, you've got an okay speed, not great, but great lateral quickness, good driving dunk, elite three-pointer, and in my opinion, he shoots the ball really well with the Giannis behind the back. A really nice 3 and D point guard. You just need to give him quick first step because it is a kind of vital badge to have on him. And number 66, this is a weird one. This is a really weird one. We got Andre Iguodala. Like, some people would have Andre Iguodala a lot higher than this, but for me, 66 is fair because he's got half showtime. There's just something about him. He doesn't get range, which is probably keeping him out of like the top 50. But for me, I liked him when I first used him. I like his release on next gen. I don't like it in current gen, but he is still an elite defender, which is elite animations and elite SIGs. So a great player. If you focus more on defense and you want to put him higher, be my guest. But as I always say, my playstyle is double the offense, half the defense. So for that reason, Iguodala is a little bit lower than he will be for most people. Then we got Rudy at number 65. So Rudy, 85 3 ball, 90 speed, 90 acceleration. He can get clamps, he can get range extender, comes with quick first step, 84 lateral quickness, 6'8", 7'3" wingspan, so an elite build. Pro 8 cross, which is pretty good. Pro 4 behind back, which is not great, but he's got his release, which is crazy, as well as the ability to curry slide. The only reason he's so low is that you really have to badge him up, because apart from Showtime, like he's missing about 60-70k worth of vital badges. So for me, anyway, I think that he's really good, but it's very rare that you find one of him. You're either overspending, and it's very rare, in my opinion, that you find one of them that's good with the vital badges. And number 64, we got Larry Nance. I like this card. I know a lot of people don't. I really like this card. He's got a decent, not great 3-ball, trust me, he's not going to hit it consistently. But he's got decent speed, overall good badges like Showtime, quick first step, and he's a really, really nice defender. He's very, very similar to the next two guys up. So at 63, we got Giannis. Or not Diamond, his name is Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Diamond Giannis badged up, obviously comes with a lot of bronze badges, and it costs quite a bit to badge up. His quick first step. Comes with gold Showtime, still got really, really nice speed, good lateral quickness, and obviously you need to boost up that ball handle. And then one spot ahead of him, because like Diamond Giannis and Pink Diamond Giannis they're basically the same card. They're basically the same card. So obviously the Pink Diamond has got better badges, a little bit faster with a little better ball handle, but that's basically it. That is basically it. He's just a better ball handling version. Then we have got Shawn Kemp in here at number 61. So Kemp is that like primary ball handling point guard. 73 lateral, which is not great. Like he's not great defensively, but he can shoot, can handle the ball pretty well. Again, 83 ball handle. Had a good release, and for that reason, especially because I love the point guard or the point centers, Shawn Kemp would probably be higher for me, but I think 61 is fair for him. Then we got a complete opposite center to Shawn Kemp, and it is the big man, the captain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 95 offense, 95 defensive overall, 7'2", 7'5" wingspan, 84 shot mid, 75 speed, 76 acceleration, 80 lateral quickness, which is really nice. Unfortunately, no clamps, can't shoot the ball to save his life, but his player build makes him the best defensive center in the game. For that reason, makes him up there with the best defensive centers in the game. For that reason, he is quite high on this list at number 60, despite the fact he is a card I will never use because of how he is on offense. Then we got Diamond LeBron James. Diamond LeBron James in here at number 59. So, no range extender, no quick first step, but he's still got that elite speed. His defense is still great. He's still got gold Showtime. He's still an alright guard. Is he worth his price? Hell no. But can he do a job for you? Yeah, he's fine. He's alright. Then number 58, we got Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So MJ, for me, it's just the lack of hot zones and the only 79 3-pointer. He does everything else really well. Later on in the year, I'm telling you, we're going to get a good MJ. And I know there are a lot of people being like, oh, I use MJ and have a lot of success. Like, that is perfectly fine. He's the 58th best player in the game, in my opinion. Like, you can have success. I have him above Ray Allen. You can have success with any card on this list. Like, for example, Amarovich isn't on this list, and you can have success with him. You can, if you can't have success with the 58th best card in the game, then that's on you and not the card. In my opinion, he's number 58. But if you want to have him higher, I'm not going to argue. But Jordan, pretty solid overall card. I just think the lack of shooting is a problem with him. Then we have got Galaxy Opal Elgin Baylor. So Elgin Baylor, he has got, well, he's 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. He's got a 96 close shot, 90 mid-range, 89 free throw, 84 strength, 89 perimeter defense, 88 lateral quickness, which is good. No range, and I hate his release. I hate his release with a passion. No hot zones outside the 3. I hate Brook Lopez based on current gen. And yeah, in my opinion, he's out here at number 57. Number 56, we got Diamond Paul George. So Diamond PG, he's got hot zones 4 spots outside the 3. Unfortunately, no range, but he's got gold Showtime. He's still got really okay speed, got good enough height at 6'9". I'm pretty sure this one's 6'9" as well, isn't he? It's a weird one. This Paul George is only 6'8". Either way, though, not complaining. He's got good speed, good on defense, and it's still a more than usable card. However, nothing on the other Paul George. Like, not even close to being the other Paul George. Then we are on to number 55. which is Jonathan Isaac, one of the best value cards in the game. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan, got an 84 3 ball, 83 speed, 84 acceleration, 87 lateral quickness, which is elite. Got basically every defensive badge in the game. Got an 85 driving dunk, which is really, really solid. Obviously no post game, but it's not needed. Really good release. He's actually got a release that's on quick, which is a really important thing for a shooter. I'd say from maybe March, April, we're going to see a lot more release on quick, which is going to make a big difference. But yeah, for me, Jonathan Isaac definitely deserving a spot on this list. Even though he is a Ruby, he's the best Ruby in the game by a significant amount. Then at number 54, we have got badged up. This guy needs to be badged up, by the way. Not Russell Westbrook. No hot zone is a problem. It is definitely a problem. But like, he's got bronze clamps, which again, it's enough to get by. 96 speed, 90 driving dunk. If you can get that quick first step up to gold, or maybe even find one of him a Hall of Fame, he's elite. Also, gold quick first step is quite cheap now, so badging him up to gold quick first step isn't probably going to cost you that much because it's a silver. The bronze and the silver versions of them are really expensive. If you get him up to like gold quick first step, you're basically just getting a slightly downgraded John Wall. In my opinion, a really solid card. Then at 53, this is a weird one. D'Angelo Russell Amethyst. All you have to do, give the dude Clamps, Interceptor, and Intimidator. Actually, no, don't give him those badges. Find one on the market with them. Costs way too much to buy badges, but look at his card. 6'5" point guard. 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 82 lateral quickness, 85 speed with ball. As well as that, his release on current gen is fine. Next gen is horrendous. This release is actually really good on current gen, awful next gen. Profile behind the back, Curry slide. Just overall great sigs, good height. He feels like a play shot. Like, that's literally what he feels like. He feels like I play pro-am with a play shot, and he just feels like my play shot. His release is also on quick as well, which helps a lot more on current gen than it does on next gen. Then we are on to 52 and 51. They're the same card, basically. Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal. So we got Dwight, or we got Shaq, and then we got Dwight. I don't know which one you guys will prefer. I don't necessarily care. They're the same card. Both of them, ultra athletic, non-shooting centers. Neither of them will ever see my team, but they're fine. They're fine. Then we got Richard Jefferson. When you give Richard Jefferson range, he's an objectively good card. His defensive animations are elite. We know that from this Richard Jefferson right here. 4 hot zones outside the 3, a 91 3 ball, good speed, good lateral quickness, great driving dunk. Not great dribble sigs, but an okay release. He gets insane defensive animations, comes with gold heart crusher. A really, really nice card. Unfortunate thing is that you have to buy the range extender for him. You can't just get one from at range because he is a reward card, but he's still really good. He's still really, really good when he's badged up. Even though I do not advise you to badge him up, I can't take away from the fact that he's good badged up. Then we got Jason Tatum. Like, Tatum's good. Tatum is good. 10 half badges, 93 ball, 86 speed, 86 acceleration. He's a card like, he's the start of our top 50, obviously. Well, second card in our top 50 is number 49. But it's a card that a lot of people are going to probably say is either way better than it is or way worse than it is. His release is fine. It's a set shot. Just because it says set shot doesn't mean it's a bad release. Set shot 34 is a fine release, just like set shot 7 and Bosch was fine. Giannis behind the back. He's got good speed. His release off the quick stop is iffy. That's the reason why he's so low. Is you really struggle to hit with him off quick stop. So he's hard to create with, but he's a good cone. He's a really, really nice cone. As well as that, with the go quick first step, and decent speed, he can go by people quite well. So he's a slightly more than a cone, but he is mainly a cone. And we got Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem is like much better. He is much better David Robinson. So 77 speed, 77 acceleration. Okay speed with ball, can't lie. He's got catch and shoot gold, deep fades gold. Or say deep fades Hall of Fame. He's got back down Punisher Hall of Fame, deep hooks Hall of Fame, drop stepper Hall of Fame, lob city finisher gold. He's also got half rim protector, half intimidator, which are good badges. Heart crusher is a pretty good badge as well. He's also got a great mid range. He's got a 3 ball of 77, which is greenable. I mean, sorry, it's which is makeable if you green. He's also set shot 18, which on current gen, I actually don't mind at all this year. He's a significant upgrade, obviously, on the diamond. Defensively, solid inside. Offensively, solid inside and outside. So, can't complain too much about Hakeem Olajuwon here. A overall good card. Then one spot ahead of him is literally just the opposite. I can't say one of them is like objectively better than the other because they do literally the opposite things. We've got the all inside center and then we got the all outside center in Chris Bosh. Bosh's defense is okay. It's not quite Hakeem, but it's pretty good. But Bosh with goal range, base 29, which is elite. He is the best shooting outside big in the game, and I don't think it's particularly close. With that release and that rating, as well as goal range and half catch and shoot, it's not even close. Hot zones in the corners. He's also got 89 interior defense, 80 blocks, alright. Can't guard anyone on the perimeter. Speed and acceleration, both a little better than Hakeem. To be fair though, he's got a good post looking fadeaway. Yeah, he's a very, very nice card. And especially at Bosh's price, he's obviously really, really good. He will probably be my 250k center. The way I play the game, Chris Bosh will probably be my center for that 250k qualifier. Then at number 46, we have got Cliff Hagan, also known as just better John Havlicek. Hot zones everywhere, Hall of Fame range. And it's mad that we've got a Hall of Fame range player, but how OP that badge is. We got a Hall of Fame range player that is down here at number 46. And especially because his stats are good. Good lateral quickness, good speed, good acceleration, good three-pointer. Not a great dunk. He's got 84 speed of ball, or 86 speed of ball, which is not awful. Quick first step, goal, catch and shoot, half. Corner specialist, half. Range extender, half. Clamps, intimidator, gold as well. So his badges are all around good. The only problem is that I don't know what it is. Again, there's just something about him. There is something about him. It's a really weird one. There are certain cards where like they tick all the boxes, but they're just not great. Maybe it's because he's 6'4" and he's like the height of a point guard, playing the 2, but I sometimes run double point guards. So I don't know. Maybe because I like running double point guards, I'm playing him at the 2, and I can't really afford to play him at the 3 if I'm running double point guards. But a little bit undersized. Should he be higher? Probably, but for me, he's here. Then we have got a little bit higher than him. We got Sam Jones. I think they're very similar, but I think Sam Jones feels way faster. Yeah, like he only has silver range. And it's weird. It's only a +2 in speed, but Sam Jones with that quick first step feels so faster, much faster. He's got a good driving dunk, still a good 3-ball as well. When he gets a speed boost, he's very, very nice. He's really good. However, if they do patch the speed boost, his dribble sigs are horrendous. So he'll be kind of lower on the following list if that happens. Then at number 44, we got badged up Drew Holiday. So Drew Holiday is fantastic when he's badged up. He is fantastic. I need to complete this agenda group and get him. I need to do that over the next few days. Basically, I'm going to get Richard Jefferson, and if I get Richard Jefferson, I'm going to complete all the other things like straight away. I will straight away complete all the other objectives if I get Jefferson. And if I don't get Jefferson, I'm not going to do any of them. He has got quick first step gold, clamps gold, tireless defender, Hall of Fame, 89 speed, 89 acceleration, 89 3-ball, 96 lateral quickness is really, really good. So like he's a good 3-point shooter. He's got a solid wingspan. He has got really, really nice lateral quickness, defensively fantastic, and base 29. The Pro 3 behind the back are really, really good dribble sigs. So, yeah, Drew Holiday, in my opinion, belongs to be up here. A fantastic, fantastic card. Then we have got Dominique. We got Dominique Wilkins. Dominique doesn't really have the greatest dribbling. Base 8's actually alright this year, I will say. Comes with silver clamps, you gotta put range on him, and the problem is you gotta put quick first step on him as well. He's just outdated. He was a really good card when he came out. He's just a little bit outdated now. Still good though. When he's fully badged up, he's good, but he is a little bit outdated, and that's why he's just inside top 50, whereas when he came out, he was a top card. Then, maybe there's a bit of bias here, just because of how cheap this card is, but I heard he's like 6-7k MT right now. When I was telling you guys to go buy him, he was 2,000 MT. Like literally 2,000 MT. But like, there's nothing wrong with this card. There's nothing wrong with him. And I just realized I forgot to put his doppelganger in, Jason Williams. And I call them doppelgangers because they play the exact same in game. Chris Paul, Jason Williams, literally, I've noticed no difference. Except for maybe Jason Williams might dunk when he's wide open. They are basically the same card. Chris Paul's got every key badge, 37 golds. 93 ball, good release, good dribble sigs. Just a great card. Like a great card in general, and he's still less than 10k. He's still a steal. Then we've got Josh Smith. Apologies again for the pause. My voice is getting worse as this goes on. I thought I was going to be okay, but after 35 minutes of recording a voiceover, it's starting to go a little bit. But don't worry, I'll be able to get through this last whatever 15-20 minutes or so for this video. But Josh Smith in here at number 41. Again, I can't shoot with him. That's the big problem. Brook Lopez base 79 3 ball. I'm not hitting a shot with the guy. Yes, he's a hop showtime. Yes, if you play full court press, rely on steals and getting team take with showtime, I'm telling you right now, this guy is fantastic. But there are less than 100 people in the world that can play that play style effectively. If you guys know what that play style is, it's the Thai play style. It's the baiting lanes, full court pressing. As soon as you bait a lane, launching the ball down long, trying to get showtime dunks. Like, that play style is very, very effective if you are one of the best players in the world. If you are not one of the best players in the world, trust me, you are going to struggle with trying to use that play style. However, because Josh Smith is used by so many great players, I got to put him somewhere on the list, but I would not advise you locking in for him. That's all I'm going to say. I would not advise it. Then we have got badged up Jamal Murray. He's like better dunking D'Angelo Russell. They're very, very similar in my opinion. Like gold range, goal quick first step. You still got to put the defensive badges on him. 90 speed. Both of them can curry. Both of them have profile behind the back. Except Jamal Murray's jumper is that little bit better. But I think he's very, very similar to D'Angelo Russell. But I think he's just a better dunking. So for that reason, he is going, what's it, like 13, 14 spots ahead of him. But in terms of value-wise, I would definitely just go with D'Angelo Russell instead of Jamal Murray. Because they're basically the same card. Then one spot ahead. The more I use this card, the more I kind of don't like him. It's Monte Ellis. I think just the wingspan issue is big. He just feels a lot smaller than 6'3". Still a good dunker though. Still a good shooter. Still got showtime. Still a decent-ish defender. 88 lateral quickness is decent. Great dunk. Great 3-ball. He's got Steph Curry release, which is really good. His dribble sigs are good. There's just something about this card that every time I use him, I just like him less and less. It is like that Kaiser Chiefs song. Then we have got Donovan Mitchell. I forgot him in my last top 100. And I'm not going to lie, I forgot him in this one as well. I had to put him in last minute. I forget that this card exists on every list that I do. I don't know why. It's because I think I never did a gameplay on him. I have used Mitchell. I have never used him in my main squad. I've never bought Mitchell. I've never used him on my main squad. I will use him on other people. I use him on other people's accounts a few times. Mitchell's incredible. Like half quick for his step. You can boost up his clamps. You can give him range extender. He's got a great release. Good 3-ball. Pretty good dribble sigs as well. Dribbling's overall good and super, super fast. If you badge up Donovan Mitchell, the guy is ridiculous. And you can maybe argue he should be higher than 38. At number 37, we got Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan, he's just too slow. He's just too slow. Like range extender, can be bumped up to gold. Good enough release, great 3-ball, good interior defense. He's just too slow. And it's the exact same with the guy who is one spot ahead of him in Rudy Gobert. They are just too slow to be incredibly effective. You want to argue Bosch over these guys? I'm not going to complain. But they're both elite shooters. They both are elite interior defenders. Problem is they are very, very slow. So depending on what way you want to play, you might struggle with these guys, which is why I have them at number 37 and 36. Number 35, we have got my no money spent power forward, Pascal Siakam. Siakam, if you can get him badged up at range, is ridiculously good. He's good anyway. But his defense, half post move lockdown, goal clamps, 86 lateral. I just look overall, his stats are incredible. There's nothing he doesn't do well. He's like a jack of all trades player. And he's got the fantastic base 75. So for me, Siakam belongs on this list. And I'm confident in his spot. I'm confident in saying that Siakam belongs to be in here at number 35 on the list. So then we are on to 34. And this is a card, again, another card you need to give clamps to. Problem is, clamps cost a lot. And it's going to be very difficult to find one of them with clamps because there's a billion of them on the market. J Rich. 93 speed, 90 acceleration. He's got 86 lateral. He's got an 80 steal, 98 driving dunk, He's got an 89 3 ball, 90 shot IQ, which doesn't really make a difference. He's got 86 speed with ball. But again, with that speed, you can just speed glitch. His dribble sigs are horrendous, but again, speed glitch is a thing. Base 31, great on current gen, not great on next gen. Half showtime, which is unreal. He's got quick first step, Hall of Fame, downhill Hall of Fame, catch and shoot Hall of Fame as well. Comes at gold range, you just got to give him the defensive badges. Once you give him the defensive badges, he is elite. He is elite. Then we have got Tracy McGrady. And it's getting, the reason why he's so much lower is it's getting harder to hide him. Offensively, he is still like in the top 15 cards in the game. He's just getting harder and harder to hide on defense. Like, you used to be able to hide on power forwards, and then everyone started running demigods of power forward. So you can't really do that anymore. But offensively, still got incredible sig, still got Treyberg base, still got okay lateral quickness, still can play somewhat defense at the 4. So that's why he's still somewhat high on this list, but can't put him higher than number 33. Then number 32, we got Vince Carter. So Vince Carter is a 95 overall pink diamond card. And you'd be thinking, like, surely a pink diamond card here should be higher. Or surely a Vince Carter card that costs 1 million MT should be higher. But he's just okay. Like, only 8 hops, which at this stage is the amount you're seeing most diamonds get. Comes with silver range, silver clamps, neither upgradable. He got gold quick first step, good speed, speed, ball, acceleration. Release is pretty okay. He's just an all-around solid card. But, like, is he significantly better than J Rich? No, you can debate J Rich is better. They're very, very similar cards. I just think Vince Carter's got that little bit of a better jump shot, so I'm putting him ahead. And number 31, we got one of my favorite players in the game, Darren Williams. Darren Williams has got Curry slide, base 22. Base 22 is great off the catch, not the greatest off dribble. It is getting a little bit slow with the amount of great defenders. Silver clamps, you can get him. Most of the time, people have him with gold range. He's really, really cheap. If you can find one of him with gold range for like 40k, you're getting yourself a steal. Decent lateral quickness. He's got great defensive tendencies. I think he's still a very usable card. I think he's still very, very underrated in game, but it is what it is. Then we have got Anthony Davis in here at number 30. Wait, am I mixing this up? No, Anthony Davis. I was about to say, I was like, there are 2 Davis cards in a very, very close proximity of each other. It's Anthony Davis here. So 80, 79 speed, 79 acceleration, 79 3 ball. Comes with bronze range. He's got hot zones 4 spots, so his 3-pointer feels a lot better than that. He's a good perimeter defender, a great interior defender. Basically, for me, he feels like a tiny bit worse shooting Chris Bosh, but way better defensively. He's like better defense of Chris Bosh, slightly worse shooting Chris Bosh. And I just think that in game, Anthony Davis does feel that bit better. So that's why he is going in here at number 30. Number 29. One of my favorite cards in the game, period. We got Glenn. Do I wish I could put Glenn higher? Yes. Can I really put Glenn higher? No. Glenn's like baby Zion. He's like Zion. He's like a worse Zion. I think he's better than Zion next gen, but he's a worse Zion on current gen. He's got an 88 free throw, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, 90 driving dunk, 84 perimeter defense, 85 lateral quickness, half catch and shoot, half corner specialist, half acrobat contact finisher, fancy hook with Johnny Slayer on his finisher, quick first step gold, clamps gold as well, and base 29. So Zion Williamson release, Chris Bosh release, really good card. So he is going in here at number 29. Number 28, we got John Wall. We've got John Wall. He's got a 79 3 ball. He's got 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 90 perimeter defense, 95 driving dunk, Dimer Hall of Fame, quick free step Hall of Fame, clamps gold or clamps silver as well. He's still the best pure dunking point guard in the game because of his height and wingspan, but he doesn't do much else. If he could get range, he'd be nicer, but for me anyway, John Wall is in here at number 28. Then number 27. I'm sorry, I've seen the light. I've seen the light. He's just outdated. He still will always be one of my favorite players in this game. He will still be in my team. I'm not taking him out of my team. He just sucks on next gen. He absolutely sucks on next gen. So that has to be taken into account. And on current gen, he's good. He's still really, really good, but he's not a top 10 current gen player in the game. There are just too many good cards in the game right now. So he is now dropping from 5 to 27. I can't believe it, but I've saw the light. There are better cards. And I've also saw the light with this guy right here, Dr. J. If you badge out Dr. J, he's still really good. You badge him out, he's still really, really good. His dunking's still really good, but that's really about it. Like, he can't curry. He's just another card that's there. He's just another very, very good card. Then at number 25, we got Jaylen Brown. So Jaylen Brown, again, a lot of people don't realize how good this card is because there's a problem. I don't advise anyone to badge him out because basically for Jaylen Brown, you need to give him quick first step and you need to give him range to be at his best. But like, those badges cost a lot. They cost a lot of MT and he's a lock-in card. Or sorry, he's an untradeable. So 89 3 ball, 95 dunk, 88 speed, 88 acceleration. Elite. He's got the elite base 75. He does a lot of really, really good things in game. So that's why he's here. But I still don't advise anyone to badge him up. Even though he is fantastic badged up, I still don't advise anyone. Then we have got Walter Davis. Walter Davis, the more I use Davis, the more I like Davis. Really solid speed and acceleration. Got a great driving dunk at 95. Got half quick first step. Got goal clamps. Can get range extender. And he's a T-Mac clone. He's all the exact same dribble 6 as T-Mac. So he's basically, like, imagine if T-Mac was like 2 inches smaller. The only problem is his hot zones aren't the greatest on current gen, but on next gen, it doesn't matter, which is where I mostly play. He's got half showtime. Imagine if T-Mac was 2 inches smaller, but had a million better badges. And was also 30 KMD. That's basically we're getting Walter Davis. It's tough to find a Walter Davis that's up pre-ranged up, but just play 21 delay and don't use him as primary, and you're fine. He can be used as a 3-and-D cone. He does basically everything really well, so he's in here at 24. Then we got George Gervin. George Gervin comes at goal range. They gave him hot zones finally. He's got an 86 3 ball, 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 91 speed with ball, 90 perimeter defense. Just overall, his stats are fantastic. Base 40's a good release. Do I suggest locking in for him? Nope, but he's just a good card. He does everything. Like, he has no weakness. There is, like, all these, like, top tier wings do the exact same thing. They've all got clamps, they've all got range, they've all got quick first step. They all don't really have any weaknesses. They all dribble the ball. The speed glitch is the thing. So your dribble 6 really don't matter on current gen because everyone just literally just speed glitches, so it doesn't matter at all. So Gervin, a really, really nice card. Then at number 22, we've got the best player at what he does in the game, and it's Chris Middleton. If you want a 3-and-D cone, he's the best player in the game for that. Period. Hot zones everywhere. Yes, he's only got gold range and gold clamps, and some people have Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Middleton's defense is incredible. His shooting's incredible. His release is incredible. If you purely do not need if you want to play the Klay Thompson role, if you do not want your 2 guy to ever dribble the ball, Middleton's perfect. He's perfect. And for that reason, like, he is a card that almost everyone, he's not a card that will make every team better. Almost everyone's team will be made better by Chris Middleton. However, he's not worth the lock-in, so there's no point. There's no point even talking about that. There will be a better version of a Chris Middleton type card in like a week for like 40k. Because cards that have his like archetype as 3-and-D cones never cost much. And we had Joel Embiid right here at 21. Embiid got bronze range, really big body. He's like a much better, silver range. He's like a much better Anthony Davis. That's basically what I see him as. Elite interior defender, can get clamps, good lateral quickness, good speed. Again, really, really nice release. He's just better AD. Then we got Dave Cowens, who's defensively incredible. His badges are incredible. He can guard people on the perimeter. He can guard people in the post. A little bit undersized to center. Good catch and shoot player. Can get range. Can get quick first step, although I wouldn't give him quick first step. He's got 82 speed, 82 acceleration. Good speed with ball. He's just an all-around beast of a card. In my opinion, the second best center in the game. And at number 19, we've got a card from September. And I have misspelled John Stockton. John Stockton. He's just good. He's just objectively good, isn't he? Like, he's got 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 90 driving dunk. He plays solid defense and a really good shooter. You got to give him gold range, but once he gets gold range, he's like an objectively fantastic card in here at number 19 on this list. Then at number 18, we got LeBron James Pink Diamond. So some people are going to say, oh, LeBron James should be top 5 in this game. He costs 1 million MT. That doesn't make a difference what he costs. He's fine. Like, only silver range. Yes, you got gold clamps, go quick for his step. But like, just look at these stats and badges. He's outdated. As well as that, he can't shoot corner threes. Is he a great card? Yes. Is he worthy of being in the top 15 on this list? No. Especially because I do not believe he is as good as this guy right here, Grant Hill. They are very, very close, but I prefer Grant Hill, especially because he can play the 2. Grant Hill is super fast, half showtime. He's got half quick for his step, gold clamps. Only problem with me with Grant Hill is that his shooting is iffy. Like, he can get range. I still find base 1. I'm really not good with base 1. I find his shooting still to be very, very iffy, even with his ratings. So for that reason, he's a little bit lower on my list than he would be on certain people's lists. But just a fantastic card. Then we got debatably better Grant Hill. He's a better defensive Grant. He's better on defense. Obviously not quite the dunker that Grant Hill is, and not quite as fast. Can get range, can get all the shooting badges as well. But in my opinion, Scotty's a better shooter. Scotty's base 30, I think prefer to base 1. And normal 2 behind the back is pretty nice as well. Scotty, hot zones everywhere on the floor is a big one as well. So in my opinion, I just give the slight edge, especially because he's got the length advantage as well. I give the slight edge to a Scotty Pippen over a Grant Hill, but like it's personal preference. It is literally preference who you prefer out of these two guys. I just think Scotty with a little bit better 3 ball. I prefer his release. I think it's easier to green. He's going there. And this is my controversial one. Every one of my lists has a controversial pick, and my controversial pick is at number 15, badged up the Aaron Fox. I just think he's better John Wall. Yes, give him a shoe. Give him a shoe. Have someone on the floor that has floor general, because it's actually a good thing that he is only silver floor general, because if you put him on the floor with anyone with gold floor general, he gets the gold floor general boosts. So try to put him on the floor with a gold floor general player, because he kind of does need the boost. If not, you're going to have to get a coach that gives him a +3 driving dunk, because he does need to get to the 85. The 85 mark is fine. Once he gets to that, it's perfect. But his defense got gold interceptor, got silver clamps, got half quick for a step, 97 speed, so the tied fastest point guard in the game. 3 balls, 81. But Paul George released one, in my opinion, one of the easiest ones to green. Some people hate it, some people love it. I love it. Got pro dribble sigs, can speed glitch dunk on everybody. He feels just like D-Rose. I've used D-Rose, he feels just like him. I'm not going to say he's better than D-Rose because he's not, but he feels just like D-Rose for me. So he's going into number 15. Number 14, Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, half quick for a step, gold clamps, gold pickpocket, or half pickpocket, half interceptor. Yeah, he doesn't have Intimidator or Hard Crusher, which aren't great. He's got quick for his step, Hall of Fame, tight handles, Hall of Fame. Gold range extender, 3-point is really, really nice. A really good lateral quickness as well, 94. As well as that, he's got base 31, which is J-Rich, which is okay. Dribble sigs aren't great, but I think he's a much better Jason Richardson. And for me, anyway, he belongs in here at number 14 on this list. So at number 13, we have got Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant. When this card came out, he was just, I couldn't guard him. I played against this guy a bunch of times. I could not guard the guy to save my life. He has got quick for a step gold. He has got downhill gold as well. He has got clamps silver, intimidator gold. He's got Heart Crusher gold. He's also got range gold. Like, he just does kind of everything offensively and defensively well. Release is good. Dribble sigs are good. Just obviously at this stage, when you're into the top 13 cards in the game, it's almost just nitpicking. In my opinion, he's number 13. At number 12, we've got the best center in the game, in my opinion, Wayne Embry. Wayne Embry's speed is what speed and dribbling and just everything's what sets him apart. Like, originally I was saying Draymond suits my style better. He probably does, but man, Wayne Embry's defense is so nice. The stats lie. He's a much better defender than someone like a Dave Counts. As well as that, the go quick for his step, the 79 speed with ball, the 86 ball handle, the fact he can hit a wide open 3 because his release is alright, which is D'Angelo Russell's release. He's ridiculous. Wayne Embry is ridiculous in game. And at number 11, this will surprise a lot of people, but we've got Zion Williamson. I got Zion just outside my top 10. He's an elite player. He's got 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 93 3 ball. He's also got he's got gold quick first step, gold clamps, half catch and shoot, gold range extender. Can't really play in the post. Unbelievable dunker. Obviously half showtime. And you can put hard crusher on him. So if you're one of those people that relies on them, he can be great for you at base 29. Problem is that his release is awful on current gen, and for that reason, he's just out of the top 10. Is it a nitpick? Yes, but with how good these cards are, these tiny things are what separates guys that are number 11 and number 2. Like, they're so low. Then at number 10, we got AK-47. AK is just, look at these defensive stats and badges. They're just different. Put range extender on him with his base 98 3-pointer, good dribble 6, 88 speed, moderately good driving dunk, and the best defensive stats in the game. I'm telling you, put range on him and you've got one of the best cards, period, in this game. 2K9, is he as good as 2K90 and AK? No, because AK was a point guard in every 250k team. You're not going to see, you probably will see him on a few 250k teams, but it depends on how many great cards 2K release, but not quite 2K90 and AK, but pretty damn close at this stage. Then, number 9, we got Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish, 6'8" at the 2 guard position. His defense is elite. The way he plays lanes, the way he shoots the ball is really, really good as well. Again, just like Fox, Paul George base. Some love it, some hate it. I understand if you hate it, I love it. He's a Paul George clone. Half showtime. 88 lateral quickness, 6'8". He's got kind of everything going for the card, and in my opinion, is a top tier card in the game. So he's going in here at number 9. At number 8, we got Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, jump shot 80 or 3 ball of 85 is really good. His jump shot release is a bit iffy. I do prefer a Fox in terms for just pure shooting. Hot zones in some good spots though, but his dunking is crazy. Half quick for his step, half downhill. He dunks on everybody. Like tied best speed in the game. His dribble 6 are good with the pro 6 behind the back. He's got Derrick Rose release, which isn't great, but again, second best point guard in the game, and I don't think anyone's going to argue. Maybe third best point guard if you want to say Wade's a point guard, but just ridiculous card. Then at number 7, we got Kobe Bryant. Kobe being Bryant. So Kobe Bryant is a half clamps, gold range, great release. He's also got a solid enough dribble 6. Defensively, he is absolutely elite. Gold showtime. There are no flaws to this card. He is a flawless card. But so are the top 6 cards on this list. Yeah, I can't say anything wrong with him. He's a flawless card. Then we got Dwayne Wade in here at number 6. Dwayne Wade, gold range extender. I'm saying this right now. I'm not as big a fan of 98/Wade as I was in 2K20, especially because his release time is just not normal. It just feels slow for me. He's got half clamps though. He is an elite defender. He's also got it's a weird one. He's only got silver intimidator. The amount of weird contests he gets that a guy his height shouldn't get, it's crazy. But super fast, super good dunker. They finally gave him showtime dunks. Great behind the back. Absolutely elite card. Then at number 5, this one is up for debate. JR, Kobe, Wade. I don't care if you think Wade is better than JR. That is perfectly fine. I think JR is the best of the 3. If you want to argue Kobe's better than JR, that is fine. If you want to argue Wade is better than JR, that is fine. In my opinion, JR is the best of the 3 because I don't miss with him. Base 49, in my opinion, is one of the best released in the game this year. Pro 3 behind the back is good. He's also an unbelievable driving dunk. Defensively, he's fantastic. Although you do probably need to give him Intimidator. He's got half range extender, half flexible release. I'm telling you, on current gen, I just don't miss with the guy. I don't miss with the guy. So, the fact that he's a good defender and he scores significantly better than the other 2 guys for me, I'm putting J.R. Smith ahead. But, again, if you believe that J.R. is not as good as those guys, I'm not. That's fine. This is all an opinion. And we're on to number 4. Number 3 is going to be really controversial, by the way. But number 4, I got Paul George. I just think his length is what separates him from the other guys. I think being 6'9" with a 6'11" wingspan. I prefer PG release to Kobe release. I think I prefer 49 to PG, but I think he does everything else better than J.R. Smith. An elite defensive player, can play at the 3, can somewhat play at the 4. Elite on offense as well. this PG, maybe against nostalgia because I played 2K15. This PG is fantastic. Then, at number 3. I'm sorry. This is the best offensive card not named Steph Curry in the game. Zach LaVine. Holy moly. This card right here. Curry slide. Pro 6 behind the back. T-Mac release. Zach LaVine, Trey Burke base. Same thing. He's also got 90 speed, which is fine. Defensively. You know what? It's not spectacular. It's fine. It's J.R. Smith level defense. It is more than enough at this stage in the game. Because give me Hall of Fame clamps and any old player, you are still speed glitching by them. Clamps literally only matters if you are making contact with your player. Clamps is a badge that only triggers when there's a bump animation. If you don't get the bump animation, having gold, Hall of Fame, silver, bronze clamps doesn't matter. They're still going by you. So, with LaVine, you've got gold range. You've got half quick first step. You've got gold downhill. You've got half showtime. And an unbelievable driving dunk. Unbelievable dunk package. You've got Curry slide. You've got insane dribble 6. And you've got one of the easiest releases off the peak and off the catch in the game. Zach LaVine, for me, is number 3. He is so, so good. And number 2 and number 1, same as every list. Blake Griffin, number 2. You can argue Blake, number 1. Blake Griffin, half showtime. Gotta give him some badges. But if this card was, as I always say, if this card was out in 2K20 in April, he would be probably the best center in the game. Ridiculous player. Ridiculously good card, does everything. And then, at number 1, we got Steph. You can definitely argue that Steph has moved into the pack. Like, Steph and Blake were out clear. And you can argue that Steph has moved back into the pack. That someone like a LaVine might be similar to him on offense. That a Wade is as good as him. The only thing I'm going to say about Steph Curry is, one word, 6 letters. The best player on next gen by a mile. All you have to do is fade away with Steph Curry on next gen. That is literally all you have to do to win every single game. You call a screen. If you get 1 inch of space, you fade away with Steph Curry. On his half range, half difficult shots and the Curry fade, it is in every single time. So yeah, that is the video. That is the top 100 player list. Again, apologies for any couple of second pauses throughout the video. My throat's been at me the last day or so. I thought I was going to be fine. I was fine in my last video, but obviously speaking for 1 hour and 2 minutes straight with no breaks probably wasn't good for it. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.